Well, now let's talk about what happens if we have a logarithm with a base other than e. So far, as a rule, we've stated that if we were to take the derivative with respect to x of the natural logarithm of x, we're going to get 1 over x. And if we take the derivative with respect to x of a function like the natural logarithm of u, where u is a differentiable function of x, then we say that our derivative is going to be the derivative of u divided by u itself. Well, interestingly, we can develop very easily develop a rule for a logarithm base a of x. And this is going to go back to what you might remember as the change of base theorem. And one part of the change of base theorem stated that if we had to evaluate a logarithm base a of x, but we didn't have that base a on our calculator, one way of rewriting it was to rewrite it as a natural logarithm of x, as long as we remember to divide it by the natural logarithm of the base a. Well, that natural logarithm of the base a, that's a constant. Another way of stating this is that it's really like saying 1 divided by the natural logarithm of a times the natural logarithm of x. So this is going to help us right here. Check this out. Y equals the logarithm base a of x could be rewritten as a product of our change of base theorem, right? So we're going to rewrite this as y is the same thing as the 1 over the natural logarithm of the base a times the natural logarithm of x by the change of base theorem. So finding dy dx is pretty straightforward. It's going to be 1 over the natural logarithm of a times 1 over x. Or stated another way, 1 over x times the natural logarithm of the base a is our derivative of y equals log base a of x. Let me state this off to the side right here. So our rule, the derivative with respect to x of the logarithm base a of x is the same thing as 1 over x times the natural logarithm of the base a itself. As a consequence, we have a rule for y equals logarithm base a of u, where u is some differentiable function of x. The derivative with respect to x of the logarithm base a of the quantity u is going to be the derivative of u divided by u times the natural logarithm of that base a. So just picking out the simplest example that I could think of, if I have y equals the logarithm base 3 of x, then the derivative right here, using my rule on the left, that's this guy, is going to be the same thing as 1 divided by x times the natural logarithm of 3. All right, so let's go through some examples of using these rules in the next video.